Hello there guys, Frankfurt here, and you're watching me have a bit of debate about FRAPS versus Bandicam. Now, at the moment, I'm using Bandicam, as you can see by the bar here, that I'm actually talking, and it's recording, as you can see by the amount that's actually recording. Now, I've been using FRAPS quite a while. Now, this is arguably an unregistered version of FRAPS. I did have a older version that was lent of a friend, naughty me. But the point of the matter is that FRAPS was horrible. It's absolutely horrible. And I'll go into detail about why it's horrible very soon. So let's just have a talk about Bandicam. So as you can see, with Bandicam, the great thing I like about Bandicam, rather than FRAPS, the major thing I like about it, is that with FRAPS, you can't really target what you want to record. That's a big problem, as you can actually see. You can't. There's nothing there to say where you want to record or anywhere at all. Whereas with Bandicam, you've actually got a target button, and the best thing about it is that you can actually choose between two different ones. So if you've got any programs that run DirectX, then you can actually just target it by pressing that, and it'll automatically find it, which is pretty neat. But the best one I like is the fact that you can actually have a rectangle on the screen. So at the moment I'm using a full screen rectangle, which means you should see all of this. So you can probably see there's Vega from League of Legends, one of my favourite champions. Yep, because I'm sad like that. You can probably see all these here, blah 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 blah. And more importantly, with Bandicam, what I really love about this is the file sizes it records in. So Bandicam records in its own little format, but as you're about to see, that shouldn't be on top. That's my fault. So let's just undo that. So as you can see, that's the actual file it's recording at the moment. This is a file that I recorded earlier on. This is 7 minutes long, and it's only 617 megabytes. That's pretty damn good. Now, unfortunately, I don't actually have any FRAPS videos at all, but I can guarantee you that if he was recording with FRAPS, 7 minutes would probably be around about 7 gig, possibly even more. Yes, I'm well aware my performance is slow. Thank you very much. So, yeah, as you can already tell, it's good in that sense if you have to record a lot of stuff for a vast length of time. No, oh, bugger off. Anyway, and that's really good. Now, not only that, the great thing I like about Bandicam is that it records in a format video editors actually recognise. You're going to keep popping up, aren't you? Just keep it. Bloody hell. So yeah, with FRAPS you have to use a video converter for most video editors, which is a bit unfortunate, because what tends to happen is that you convert your videos with FRAPS and it loses a bit of quality when you put it onto the editor. And then, not to mention, when you're actually editing a video, it then has to be converted again for YouTube, which loses even more of the quality, which is a bit meh. That's the reason why you've been seeing my videos as really blurry the past couple of weeks. It hasn't been very ideal at all. So already you can tell it's pretty damn good. Not only to save space, but it just saves time in general. I mean, some video converters, if you want the best quality ever, they can take around about 1 hour just to do quarter of an hour video. It can take quite a long time, and it really doesn't like me recording like this at all. Okay, keep it to basic. I really don't care. Bugger off. So yeah, where's Mr. FRAPS? Mr. FRAPS is here. So it's basically got the same features roughly. So you've got your output folder, blah blah blah, Windows always on top, blah blah blah, advanced. You've actually got quite a bit more advanced options than you have on this. There's not really any advanced options at all, in all honesty. So yeah, you've got Windows on top, blah blah, start minimize, run Bandicam when Windows starts, create a table, blah 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 blah. Hooking as well, yup, and language, and then my cursor's blinking. It really doesn't like doing this for some reason. I think it might also be because I'm downloading stuff from Steam, which doesn't help usually. But yeah. So if we go to video, and of course you've got the usual, you've got your hotkeys. You've actually got a pause on this. I don't think you've got a pause on FRAPS at all. No, it actually doesn't look like there's a pause at all. It's just capture. So it starts and stops, and it makes a new file every time you do that. And sometimes you don't want that to happen. You just want it to pause. And of course you've got hide mouse cursor, which is the same with this one. Where is mouse cursor? I've seen it somewhere. Where is it? There it is. So hide mouse cursor and video. Blah blah. You can lock the frame rate as well. Yep, you can do that with this too. If you go to settings, and there we go. So 60 FPS, quality in 100. You can change the quality, which is pretty damn nice. And of course the audio. Now, what I didn't realise on my first video was same with FRAPS actually. If you don't plug in your microphone or headset microphone, which is what I'm using, which is the reason why it's not the best quality. As you can see, I'm actually using Triton AX. Is that it won't pick it up automatically? You have to actually select it. So here we go, the record. And the great thing about this as well, which I don't like with FRAPS, is that you can actually save the audio tracks while recording, which means you basically get 2 lots of audio tracks. And really, these are good for video editors, for audio editors, I should say. So if you want to just edit the audio, that's a great thing to have. Obviously, I don't want to. I do all my stuff live, so it's pointless me doing this. And of course, maybe you don't want to always record. Maybe you want to mute your mic, and of course you can press space. But then again, most games usually use space for something, so it's not usually a good idea. I'm sure that FRAPS has got the same as well, but that's nah. And you can add a logo. Now I'm pretty sure you can add a logo here. You can add an overlay. I don't actually know if it might be, but anyway, you can actually upload a logo onto your films, and it'll go on your films while you're recording, which is pretty nice. Yes, Kyle, lol. I'm glad you find it funny too. He plays PC too. What does that make him? I don't know. Anyway, I should really take Steam off while I'm doing this. Bloody hell. But yeah. So yeah, and you've got the images. Oh bloody yes, it might be great, but I can't play it. Let me sort out stuff. Idiot. Okay, so we've got images as well, so you can do screenshots, which, it's okay. You want to bugger off. There's basic. Yeah, he's put me off now, idiot. But you want a video recorder to record video, not to record images. But it's still nice to have the option, I guess. Especially the fact you can actually change it. I mean, you can change it on that as well. But the fact you've actually got a high quality setting as well, which is pretty nice. And yeah, that's pretty much it. I'll just show you what targets there is, I guess. Oh, I can't. Does it show you on here? It might do, it might not. If it does, then brilliant. If it doesn't, then unfortunate for you. But yeah, you can change adjustable size, and you can actually adjust the size yourself. You can change it to 4:3 or 16:9, and you can move it and increase and decrease. And yeah, it's pretty nifty like that. Pretty nifty indeed. Now I can't show you this obviously at the moment, but what I've noticed when I'm playing games, especially graphic intensive games or RAM intensive games, Bandicam comes off the better anyway. Let's just give an example. Left 4 Dead 2, I was recording on FRAPS before. We've got me and Carl got a little series going on about that, and I was getting 40 frames per second roughly, and with Bandicam I was getting 45 to 50, so that was actually pretty damn nice. Now I do understand a lot of people won't get that at all. Now it's a bit funny, these two are, because on some systems FRAPS works better than Bandicam, but on some systems Bandicam works better than FRAPS. But in all honesty, the amount of utility you get with Bandicam to FRAPS, it might actually be worth the frames per second dip if you do get that, in all honesty. And like I said, the main thing as well is that it's just better. It's just better. I can't express how much better it is. So the only thing I can think of maybe is because I did have an older version of FRAPS, that it didn't have as much options, but at the end of the day I think this is the most up-to-date one anyway, of the free version, and there still isn't the options that you want, you know. I mean, at least with the Bandicam free version you've still got all of them. Now I've obviously registered with Bandicam now, so as I can actually use my videos on YouTube, but you know, it's just a lot more better, full stop. So yeah. And a nice little thing as well I like about this is if you're doing a massive recording and you want it recording in sessions, maybe you're recording, say, let's give an example, let's say you're recording 003 crap. Yeah, 003 is crap. But yeah, if you're doing 003 crap, you could have a recording time of 20 minutes and you could do it in 20-minute sessions. And what it'll do is it'll cut it in those particular sections. So if you're doing an hour exactly, it'll cut it into 3 sections for you. And like 20 minutes are usually quite good chunks to upload to YouTube. So that's just an example. And obviously you got options here, so you can start a new recording, you can stop the recording, exit Bandicam, or you can shut down the computer. I don't know why you'd want to do that, in all honesty, but the option's there if you want it. And yeah, and of course the best thing about this, I've been saying that hell of a lot, that's because Bandicam is great, get it, FRAPS is shit, Bandicam is good. But yeah, as you can see, the fact you've actually got the time there, how long it's taking to record, and then which room it's taking, it actually tells you that's my external hard drive, that's how much room I've got left. And that, as well, your actual voice volume, that's pretty damn nice, you know. I can't fault Bandicam at all, I think it's brilliant. But FRAPS, to me, it's more trouble than it's worth. It just takes way too long to convert the files that you want if you want to edit. I mean, if you don't want to edit anything, that's fine, but you still have to convert it to upload to YouTube anyway, because YouTube doesn't really like the FRAPS format. But Bandicam? So I'll tell you what, I'll leave you have a ponder with that. And if anything, just maybe leave a like if you liked it. I'm probably going to get a lot of hate from all the FRAPS fanboys. I really don't give a shit. Bandicam works better for me and not FRAPS, and Bandicam's got more utility than FRAPS, so you know, I really don't care. So okay then guys, I hope this has helped you decide which one you prefer. Obviously try both if you're starting to record stuff, and get the one that's better. Hint hint, Bandicam. I'll see you later guys.